Good Monday morning, everybody. How's everybody this morning? I'm a little tired this morning. Not that I stayed up late, but had to get up real early because my puppy dog had an upset tummy, which makes for a wonderful Monday. But it's all good. It's all good. Said puppy is feeling better and laying right down here at my feet, so it's all good. How about them Chiefs, huh? Man, I actually was working out in the shop, and I had the game. Or I had the TV on, rather, on Fox, because that's the channel the game was going to be on. And so I had it on there all day, and they were showing football stuff. You know how they do; they hype it up and start showing stuff about noon. The game doesn't even start till 6:30. But anyway, I was out working in the shop, and I came in. I'd already missed like the first quarter and a half of the second quarter. So I think it was like 10-7 or 10-10, something like that. And watched a few minutes of it. And then, of course, the halftime show. And I heard some folks talking about the good and bad about the halftime show. And I really didn't watch it. I was busy doing something else. So, but I did sit down and try to catch a little of the second half. And I was telling y'all that I was pulling for the Chiefs simply because Patrick Mahomes is a lot of fun to watch, and he certainly didn't disappoint last night. So congrats to him and the rest of the Chiefs, and especially to Andy Reid for getting his first Super Bowl win. That dude's been around a long time, but good for him. Let's see who we got in the chat over here before I get too carried away. Let's see. We got Javi says, wonderful morning, folks. Okay. Hitch Hamilton says, good morning, everybody. 45 degrees sunny southwest Florida this morning. That's good. Mike Reynolds is here. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. Troy Pritchard's in the house. Says, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Yes, indeed. And thank you for the thumbs up, Troy. Appreciate it. Steve Gronsky says, happy Monday, everyone. Congrats to Andy Reid, the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep. 55 degrees in Mustang, Oklahoma this morning. Stephen Toronto is watching today. Good morning, Stephen. Dave Clemens is in the house. How you doing, Dave? Also, appreciate the thumbs up there, Dave. Gary Hammett says, good morning. Kevin Ailes is in the house. Good morning, sir. Larry Galt says, morning. I'm all out of town for a Super Bowl party. My team won. Well, good for you. Good. Janet Moore's holding down the Facebook crowd over there. Facebook crowd of one, I think. I appreciate you, Janet. I always like seeing your name in here. And I like your little picture, too. I'm not sure what that is, but I like that. Thanks for stopping by here. Let's see. Ryan Ballard says, morning, people. Let's see. We got David Jones from Porter Woodworks in the house. George Rothfuss. Good morning, sir. Earl Walker says, morning, everyone. 34, high of 54. Sunny, very nice day before it snows again on Wednesday. Don't forget to go give a thumbs up. Yeah, thank you. Ryan says, got what I wanted. A good game. Yeah. Janet says, nothing gets you out of bed quicker than that sound. Yeah, it was a lot of fun this morning, Janet, because just so you know, they sleep on two dog beds that are right next to my bed. And there's like probably this much room, maybe a foot of room for me to get out of bed and walk around there. And Jack sleeps in the bed. He usually tries to run back there first and get the one closest to the head of the bed. And it's just 1,000 wonders I didn't step in something squishy. I must have just missed it. But yeah, it's been a fun morning. I ain't kidding you. It's been fun. Klondike's here this morning. How you doing? Let's see. Mike Seal says, morning all. My cherry trees are blooming early this year. Yeah. Awesome Wood thinks, says, I hate W-2s and incompetent HR personnel. Just saying. Well, you know, Matt, you probably should go have a meeting about that. I'm betting you will. Just saying. George Rothman says, the halftime J-Lo show was the talk of late night radio. I tuned into WJR trying to go to sleep. The discussion was very negative about J-Lo. Well, like I said, I wouldn't walk across the street if she was playing somewhere, doing whatever she does over there. I could care less. Or couldn't care less, whichever way you like to say that. Sometimes you say it that way and people get mad. What do you mean you could care less? Well, then you really care. Whatever. Jeff Morgan, good morning, sir. Big Chiefs fan there. He was all decked out in his Kansas City swag. Saw that on Facebook. George says, now that makes me laugh, the story of your dogs. It wasn't funny at all, George. I'm just saying. But I get over things pretty quick. They can't help it, They can't help it. And I'm sure if I did it, he would clean it up for me too, just like I did. So anyway, yeah, it's I can't wait to see the next State Farm commercials. They always have Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. So I'm thinking the State Farm commercials might take it up a notch now. We'll have to wait and see on that. And speaking of weather, what do y'all do? I know Ryan Ballard, since he's in he's in Maryland. I don't know why I always think he's in Pennsylvania. That's where Matt Haas is, I think. But they had that Puxtawny Phil says that he declared a early spring, and then of course Georgia, down in Atlanta here, they do their it's not in Atlanta, it's outside Atlanta somewhere. But they have their own version of Puxtawny Phil called General Lee, and he declared that we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter. So, I don't know who you're supposed to believe when they don't agree, but I don't think it really matters much. I watched, I think it was I did a Facebook Live or something, and I watched the whole thing about Puxtawny Phil. And that's quite a, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, that's quite an event. They had a lot of people there standing out in the cold, all to see a rodent come out of there and really do nothing. So I don't know. That was kind of funny. And I'm sure they probably do the same thing at wherever the General Lee thing is. But Matt Haas says Puxtawny Phil is the authoritative source. Well, he was the first one anyway. So, I got to thinking about something when I got to thinking about Puxtawny Phil and the General Lee here in Georgia. Atlanta or Georgia likes to copy a lot of things that everybody else does. New York's had the big ball drop on New Year's Eve when, and then Atlanta came up and started doing the peach drop. The Puxtawny Phil thing, and then they got the General Lee thing. I remember back when the Chattanooga Aquarium was the coolest, tourist spot to go to. Well, then now they got the Atlanta Aquarium. They keep copying stuff that other people are doing. But I've been to the Chattanooga Aquarium. I've never been to the Atlanta Aquarium. I'm sure it's probably bigger than the Chattanooga one. I don't know. But yeah, I'll just keep listening to my Fox 5 weather team and let them tell me what it's going to be. It's going to be a beautiful day today. The gal said, I didn't even pay attention to the exact temperature, but she said unseasonably warm. So I like the sound of that. So, yeah. Looks pretty good. Let's see. Matt says he's talking about Puxatawny Phil, says he's been correct 50% of the time. Well, probably anybody could guess and, have those good odds of being right. Ryan says the Jeep Groundhog Day commercial was good. Yeah, I caught a little bit. That's the one I think Bill Murray was in or something. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the commercials either. I was just busy yesterday. I had the football thing was kind of secondary for me. They do a strawberry drop in Harrisburg. There's a shopping mall on Strawberry Square in Harrisburg. Well, here in McDonough, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do what they call the possum drop. I don't know if they still do that or not. I mean, with a real possum. I mean, they had a possum in a cage, and they would drop it, and the cage would open. So, I don't know. I never went to it, so I don't know much about it. But Cape Coral, Florida has the burrowing owl. Look for shadows. 6 more weeks of winter for us. Yeah. Well, how do you even know when it's winter? If it wasn't for the calendar, you wouldn't even be able to tell down there. Clyde Labonte says mild winter here this year. He's got a different picture. Look at there. Looking good, Clyde. LB Sharp says morning 43 in Geronimo, Oklahoma. Yeah. Let's see what else is on the news today. Let's go ahead and do our coronavirus update. Anybody remember when I did the coronavirus update for Friday, how many confirmed cases there were? Do anybody remember? Let's see. I'm going to give you all a few minutes to put your guesses in the chat. If anybody remembers what the numbers were. Jimbo Burt's in the house. Roll Tide, buddy. Dixon Hoffman says yesterday, awesome here in Wisconsin, 50 degrees. Now the rest of the week is high 28. Man, I hope you enjoyed yesterday. Troy Pritchard. Here in Michigan, we know spring is close when the robins come back. Yeah, that's what I would rather pay attention to than the groundhog. I hope you're not asking me because you're asking the wrong person. When you put up YouTube comments, the pictures do not show up. Has it always been that way? They show up here. I'm not sure what you mean they don't show up, because I can see your Kansas City, whatever that is, avatar picture, whatever you want to call it. Now I know because I'm doing this through StreamYard, when you, I think you have to give permission for that to show up. So there may be some folks that if you see a blank one, I don't know if we got any blank ones on here. I don't think so. It looks like everybody's got a thing. But yeah. But when you put the YouTube comments, the pictures do not show up. Has it always been? So you don't see your, I see you're on Facebook, and you don't see your little Kansas City thing there, Jeff? Jeff says none of the YouTube pictures show on his screen. I don't know. That may be something with your setup then, I guess. I'm not sure. Or if you're watching on Facebook, what it is I know. I think I know what you're asking now. If you're watching on YouTube, you won't see any of the Facebook comments. And if you're watching on Facebook, you won't see any of the YouTube comments. But when I'm on StreamYard, both of them come here because I'm streaming to both places. So both, like here's a Facebook comment and here's a YouTube comment. So I'm not sure if that's what you were talking about. Yeah, you see the Facebook ones, but you won't see Well, Troy doesn't have one, I guess, because I don't see it either. But yeah, all the comments from Facebook and YouTube come through StreamYard. That's what I'm looking at. YouTube I have open over here. But anyway, getting back to the Corona thing, nobody put any numbers in there. But just to refresh your memory, Friday, which was just 3 days ago, there was 9,923 confirmed cases of the coronavirus, 213 deaths. And today, Monday, February 3rd, there is 17,488 confirmed cases and 362 deaths. So just over the weekend, that's a jump of close to 8,000. Basically, it almost doubled. So fortunately, and again, for us, not fortunately for China, but of those 17,488, 17,302 are in China. But they're starting to spread out. There's some in Japan, Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong, South Korea, Australia, US. There's now 11 confirmed cases, up from 5 or 6, I think it was. Germany, Taiwan, Vietnam, Makoa, I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, Malaysia, France, United Emirates, or United Arab Emirates, Canada, India, Philippines, Italy, on and on and on. So, yeah, it's starting to spread out. They better shut them dang planes down and make everybody just stay put for a while. It's it's all they got to do is shut everybody down, quit traveling places. 1.8% is lethal. Yeah. Well, I guess they're rounding up. They say 2% is the fatality rate, but yeah, it's spreading fast. It's spreading fast. Fortunately, like I said, for us, it's not a whole lot over here. 11 cases. But okay, Jeff says, what I was talking about is when you put up the comments, I understand about not seeing them on different platforms. Just saying, I thought the pictures used to show. It might have to do with some kind of privacy setting either you have or they have on Facebook. I'm not sure. But I think with the way they come in here that I see them, if they've made that public, I think they have to give permissions. Clyde Labonte says face masks are sold out around here. Let's see. Yeah, math. It said it 18, then he corrected his math. I'm glad you were wrong the first time. Gosh, that's 18%. That would be really bad. Yeah. The markets are concerned about the virus as nobody's working in China. Yeah. And you think about all the stuff that, because we don't make nothing in the U.S. anymore, unfortunately. And that's what I mean. All those people that are doing the grunt work, making stuff, now they're going to be shut down and stuff. So it probably will be a little hit on the economy, I would think. A lot of international students from China are the ones reported in our news, the new virus. Yeah. Troy says if nobody's working in China, that will slow down Hobby's project he's working on. Well, there's a lot of warehouses and stuff that I'm sure have plenty of stock here in the U.S. So, Janet says, sometimes the pics show over here, sometimes not. Okay. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I think it's got something to do with if they have, because I think there's a way where you can set it in Facebook where you don't show your profile pic. You can turn it off or whatever, I think. So I don't know if that's what's happening or what, but let's see here. Okay, Ryan Ballard says Clyde's doesn't show up. Okay, well, I don't know why. Okay, it's showing up here. And let me come over here to Facebook. Or, excuse me, YouTube. See, I see it on my YouTube thing too. So I don't know why you're not seeing it. That must be a YouTube thing or something. I don't know. Troy says all American clothing. Yeah, you'll have to start buying all your clothes from there because you won't be able to get any from China. They'll all have coronavirus cuties on them. So, which you should be buying them from there, someplace in the U.S. anyway. So, all right, yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the pictures because see, when I look over on YouTube, which I have on this other screen here, I just see the blank avatar for Troy Pritchard, but that's the same thing I see here too. And I guess I'm assuming it's because he doesn't have a picture assigned. Same thing with this guy, Gary Hammett. It's not all of China that has outbreak. Just probably more coming to that comment. Yeah, it's China's got the bulk of it because it started there and it's all kind of in that one little area, but it's slowly working its way out. It's like I said, when I read that list, Japan's second, Thailand's third, Singapore, Hong Kong, South Korea, everything that's out that way. And the only reason the U.S. is as hot because we're like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're 8th on the list with the most cases. And that's because we have international flights all the time, bringing them over here. So, yeah. Ronald Cool's in the house. See, Ronald doesn't have a picture here or on YouTube that I see. Dixon Hoffman says here on YouTube I can see them. I think it must be a Facebook thing. I don't know. Troy says Clyde's picture comes up as a square frame with YouTube logo in the corner. Yeah, I can see him clear as day right here. So, and like I said, and on YouTube. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question, guys. Jeff says those face masks do nothing to stop any of the virus. Yeah, I think it's probably a false sense of security. Zach Mandering in the house. How you doing, Zach? Mr. Awesome Sign Maker. I just saw that on Facebook. Great job, buddy. Janet says she can see Clyde. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I can see Zach. He's got a picture right there. Got the Southern Woodworkers logo thing right there. So I don't know. Troy says it showed up that time. So it didn't show up before. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. All I know is that all the comments, Facebook and YouTube, come here through StreamYard, and that's where I'm highlighting them like this right here. And some of them have pictures, some of them don't. When they don't, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, I just assume that you're shy and you haven't put a picture up. So Clyde says he just changed his picture yesterday. Maybe that's why. Yeah, maybe you haven't. Maybe you got to refresh or something. I don't know. I don't know. But, well, let's see. I think that's about all the little gossip I had. I got to get to work. And I just realized I got to do laundry again. Man, the time goes so fast. I can always tell when I need to do laundry by the number of empty hangers I have hanging above my washer and dryer. Because when I see a big pile of them, I'm like, oh man, time to do laundry again. But it is what it is. Well, I hope y'all had a good weekend and enjoyed the little football game they had on yesterday. Hope everybody gets out there and has an awesome Monday. I think I'm going to have one, regardless of the dog fiasco this morning. That's all behind us, right, Jack? We're all good now. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome day, I can tell. And we've had a good little crowd. There's probably a few folks waking up late if they. Well, I don't know. The Super Bowl didn't really run that long, though. I think it was over by like 10:15 or something. I'm sure glad it didn't go into overtime or anything like that. But yeah, Jeff Morgan says, with 3 kids, there's always laundry. Yeah. Well, Ryan says it was all behind for Jay. Well, it wasn't the little stuff he had. It wasn't out of that end. It was like I said, he had tummy ache and decided to upchuck a little bit on about four or five places as I was trying to get him out the door. But like I said, it's all good. It's all part of it. The joys of pet ownership is what I keep telling myself. So, all right, we're going to get out of here. I did set the timer and it hadn't even gone off. I almost feel like I should hang around and wait for it to go off just because I remembered to set it. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all have an awesome Monday. Take care, and we will see y'all tomorrow. If you ain't doing that, and come back here at 9 o'clock, and we'll all meet up right here and drink coffee. See you guys. Have a good Monday.